My name is Christine Alexander, and I'm going to be reading a section from page 165 of the Executive Summary called RCMP Independence Compromised. In late 1994, the RCMP established the E-Division Task Force to investigate allegations of abuse in British Columbia residential schools. There is evidence, however, that RCMP investigations into abuse were adversely influenced by the federal government's strategic interests in defending itself in the many civil lawsuits commenced by former students. For example, the government demanded that the RCMP hand over its investigation files related to abuse at the Cooper Island School. Despite some initial objections, the RCMP eventually did turn over the files. This was done without due regard for the privacy rights of the complainants in the case and, in effect, gave the government an advantage in defending itself. When the police force requested the return of these files, the government declined and then further refused to disclose the information it had received to the survivors who had brought the civil lawsuits. Affidavits filed by RCMP officers suggest that the federal government's interest in defending itself in civil litigation interfered with police investigations into crimes committed at the residential schools. Although a judge eventually ordered that survivors should have the same access to RCMP criminal investigation material regarding offenses at the Cooper Island School as the government, the whole affair meant survivors could reasonably conclude that the RCMP was acting as an agent of the federal government rather than as an impartial enforcer of the law.